Okay, we are going live. Good morning, everyone. We welcome you all to OrthoTV Spiritual Saturday webinar. And today we have not one, not two, but four moderators. So I will just introduce the moderators first. So Dr. Shilpa Lad, who's a breast imaging specialist from Mumbai. Dr. Tushar Agrawal, who's a pediatric orthopedic surgeon and has his own Asta hospital in Kandivali, Mumbai. Dr. Dhiren, who is the president of the Pediatric Orthopedic Society of India, and Dr. Hetal, who is a sports medicine and arthroscopy specialist from Mumbai, having his own clinic. So I hand over to Dr. Shilpa Lad to take over the proceedings and introduce today's topic and speaker.
Good morning, everyone. At the outset, I would like to thank OrthoTV and Jeevan Vidya Mission. I would like to thank Neeraj sir, Dr. Ganjwala, Dr. Hetal Chiniwala, Dr. Tushar Agrawal, and Dr. Neeraj Bijlani for having us here. I would like to thank Mr. Pralhad Pai for accepting this invite. We are discussing in this session part 2, basically the divine bank, the doctrine of karma, how our actions at the level of thoughts, speech, and words, and at the level of deeds have an effect on our own life, and how can we alter that for better outcomes in our own life. So, like we have said earlier, Jeevan Vidya philosophy was founded by Sadhguru Sri Vamanrao Pai in the 1950s, and it is being taken forward by Mr. Pralhad Pai, who's the life trustee of Jeevan Vidya Mission. He's a qualified person like you and me, the IITN, NVT, Quality Management from Japan, and he also tells us spirituality. So professional wisdom along with spiritual wisdom. It's a combination of both. So we welcome you, sir, to this session of Divine Bank, Sanchit-Prarabdh-Kriyaman. Before we go forward, sir, there are some questions related to the last topic, which we would like to discuss. So I'll take the universal prayer first, and then we will start the question answer session. Okay. हे ईश्वरा सर्वाना चांगली बुद्धी दे, आरोग्य दे, सर्वाना सुखात आनंदात ऐश्वर्यात ठेव, सर्वांचं भलं कर, कल्याण कर, रक्षण कर, आणि तुझे गोड नाम मुखात अखंड राहू दे. सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय. May I ask some of the questions, sir? Pralhad,
Sure.
Okay. So, very pertinent questions related to the previous talk. What exactly is the first question?
I think first and second will combine.
So what is punya and what does punya exactly mean? Does it only mean seva, which means helping others? Or is there any other parts to punya? How do we recognize that, the act that we are doing is good or bad?
It's a very good question, and it is a basic question, in fact, because what you are supposed to do is the most important right now. So when we say satkarma, or because punya is outcome of satkarma only. So when I say satkarma, it doesn't mean that only seva. Seva is definitely a major part, or you can say it is a very important part. But apart from that, the thinking of all, good thinking about all, then speaking good about everybody, and doing good for the others, all the three are important. It is not that only you do some seva and then only you will get the punya. Seva has got definitely importance. Whatever you can. I am not saying that only money is the only you can give as a donation, but you can always give the knowledge also. Giving knowledge also is a punya. Giving knowledge to people, giving helping others is also punya. So all these things, helping others and doing for something for others, everything is punya. But apart from that, even if you are grateful for others, it is also punya, that you remember. Gratitude is also punya. So it is not necessary that every time you have to do something good for others, then only you will earn the punya. Apart from doing good for the others, other things which you can do every day at every moment, and that is what satkarma can be done every moment. And that's why we call it super positive or harmonious thinking. That means always think good about others. See, we don't have to spend a naya paisa for that, because you can always think good about others. What is the problem? But that we don't do. We always we don't want to see that people are successful. We don't get happy with that. So be happy with others' success. Rejoice in the happiness of others. All these things is a satkarma. You remember. Be grateful for others is a satkarma. Do your job willfully and faithfully and with honestly. If you do the job which is constructive in nature, even that is punya. Remember, so punya is not only seva bhav. Punya at the level of thought is if you think harmoniously, if you think super positive. That's why we give these super positive affirmations to the people. That is healthy life for all, happy life for all, peaceful life for all, successful life for all, safe life for all, and prosperous life for all. So if you think prosperity for all is also punya, remember, because nobody thinks like this. This is very rare thing that people will think good about others. Even I go to the extent that your competitors also you must think good. Your enemy also you should think good. It has got many repercussions. When you think good about your enemy also, that time also you get the punya and you improve the relations again. So there are many aspects I discussed already, that when you think something good about others, you get connected with the people and your relations improve. And more the improved relations, you will have a benefit in your lifetime. So I told you gratitude is also punya. So that is the biggest punya, I would say. You must be grateful for the God. I will discuss the God afterwards. You must be grateful for the God. You must be grateful for the whatever you have. That is very important. Because whatever we have, we are not grateful. We are always looking for something better. And we are not happy, we are not content with what we have. So to be content, to have whatever you have, if you are grateful for that, you will prosper in everything. That is the key to this Jeevan Vidya. That means it is not that you have to be happy with what you have. That means you don't have to do anything. You have to be ambitious, no doubt about it. You must have ambitions. You must have desires. That you should have goals. Everything you should have. But the foundation must be the content. You must be content with what you have, and then jump for the something what you don't have. So when you are content, when you are grateful for what you have, that generates enormous amount of power, and that power gives you whatever you want in life. So being grateful is also punya, is the biggest punya, I would say, because we are not grateful for the people, because we generally forget. We are grateful for some moment, but after some time we forget about that gratitude. So in fact, we tell people to write a gratitude journal every day. That means you must write every day whoever has helped you and whoever for you feel grateful. You must write down in your gratitude journal, and you must go through that journal again and again, so that you will remember the people what they have done for you. So gratitude is also then thinking good about others all the time. Don't gossip. Don't talk something negative about others in privately or in groups. Don't do that. It is a bad action. It is not going to give you punya. It is going to give you pap. Because that is, see, whatever gossiping you do outside in absence of that person, that can damage his reputation, it can be damage their uh, life, that can be done. So you are indirectly, unknowingly, you are damaging the people's life. So avoid gossiping, think, talk always good. If you cannot talk good, then keep quiet. That is the best thing. And appreciate people. So appreciation is very important. Compassion is important. While working, you must be compassionate about your staff. That is also punya. When you are compassionate about your staff, because when you do any surgery, you need so many hands. It is not that you are doing only the surgery. You need so many hands. You need technical people. You need medical staff. You need all these people to make you successful, that you remember. So you must be grateful for all these people all the time. And it should be seen in your action. It is not that you are grateful inside and not showing it outside. You must, in your action also, whenever you behave, in your behavior also, that should be seen to the people that you are really grateful for the people. You must be grateful for your instruments. That is also very important. Whatever instruments you are using, whatever machines you are using, whatever hospital you are using, for everybody you must be grateful. And that will give you punya. So at the thinking level, you can earn punya. At the speaking level, you can earn punya. And at the speaking level, you can speak this super positive affirmations or our prayer. If you go on saying this prayer, it is a definitely punya, because you are saying all the time that something good for others. You are saying it again and again. You are affirming in your mind again and again. And you are saying this universal prayer again and again. That means you are definitely creating the punya. So at the behavior level, if you behavior with compassion with the people, if you try to help people as far as possible, then also there is a punya. And apart from this, seva bhav is definitely there. You can go anywhere, do some seva. You can donate to the good trust or good missions like this. You can do all these things. There is no problem. These are all required. But along with that, if you don't think properly, if you don't speak properly, then your punya will be reduced unnecessarily. Right. So when you do the seva bhav, along with that, you must do this also, because this is going to earn you more punya. Then, because seva bhav you can do once in a year, twice in a year. That is a very rare thing. But this is at every moment you can do. At every moment you can go and earning punya. And earning punya is very important. Why? Because you have to replenish your stock. Because whenever you are now, you are all so much qualified, so much you have become celebrity now, you have become famous. So all this thing has spent the punya in your kitty. So your kitty has to be replenished every time. So in Jeevan Vidya principle is that every moment you must be alert, and you must think, and you must witness, or you must be alert that whatever I do, whatever I say, whatever I think, whether it is harmonious, whether it is positive, or it is not, that you must always think and do that way. So every moment you will try to earn punya more and more, and that will help you to create your own destiny.
Right. Thank you, Dada. So the follow-up question is, do we really have control over our actions? Simply because a lot of circumstances in life come as they are. For example, there is a child who is born on the streets of Mumbai, in the slums of Mumbai. There's another child who's born in a home like yours and mine. Then there is another child who's born in an industrialist home. So every child has a different circumstance in life, and this is what they have. So if that is the starting point, then do we really have control over our actions, or what we get in life? Like some things we get, the parents we get, the children we get, the home we get, it just happens, right? So from moving forward from that, do we really have control over our actions?
Yeah. This is my next lecture, in fact, but I will just introduce right now. See, when we say Sanchit, should I go for that or I will take it afterwards?
Sir, in one line you explain
Okay,
to us.
in one line I will explain.
Yeah.
When we talk about Sanchit-Prarabdh and Kriyaman is the actions what we are doing right now. And that has got a very, very important role in our making our future. That you remember. The future which we are going to create, and that is when you are doing right now, what you are doing right now. So right now, what Kriyaman or what karma you are doing has a fantastic effect on your future. And whatever you are facing the circumstances now, that is because of your prarabdha. And that prarabdha, because of prarabdha, you are born in poor family or you are born with some defects. All those things are because of prarabdha. On that, you don't have any control. That I agree. But you have control on what you can do now. That is very important. So you have got so many examples in the, I think, in the history, you know, that many people, they have started from the scratch and they have become a big people. They have become big. Even Abdul Ji Kalam, our own past president, Abdul J. Kalam, he has started his education in a very small village. He has nothing in hand. Still, he has become a president of the nation, big nation like this. So there are ample examples. I think within you also there may be many examples that they have started from the very poor family and now they have become a big doctors. So this can happen. So whatever circumstances that you have to accept, that is what Jeevan Vidya says. Accept what is there, whatever is the situation, whatever is the condition, whatever are the circumstances that you have to accept and then go ahead. When you accept something, you become quiet. Otherwise, you start in the blame game. I always say when you don't accept anything, then you blame others. If not anything, then you blame God or blame destiny. So you have to stop this blame game and you have to do something out of that. And God helps you. When I say God, that means subconscious mind helps you. Last time I told you, it is like a GPS. It will tell you exactly what to do, but we don't hear, we don't listen to that. That is a problem. The subconscious mind, which is connected to the divinity, all the time helping us. They are telling you, they are creating the opportunities for you, but you can't see because you have become blind, because you are busy with the blaming the situation, blaming somebody else, blaming the God, blaming the destiny, and you have got so much noise in your head that you can't see any opportunity which is there. So if you accept, you immediately become present, you become calm, you become quiet. And once you become calm and quiet, you can hear what GPS is saying. That means what subconscious mind is saying. And subconscious mind will create opportunity for you. Opportunity is always there. At every moment, you have got 1,000 opportunities with you. And you have got a choice to take that opportunity. So there, God or subconscious mind is helping you all the time. But when you become calm and quiet, there is no noise in your head, then only you will listen to the call of the subconscious mind. It is called inner call. That is a hunch that will come to you. The opportunities you will start seeing, you will start getting, and you will do something, some action you will do and try to overcome the circumstances. Right. So action or Kriyaman is to overcome the circumstances and not to just cry. We don't tell people to cry on the situation. Try. Don't cry. Try.
Right.
Be silent in your head. Be calm and quiet. Accept. Once you accept the situation, nothing will come. Otherwise, you will start blaming people. Don't blame. Don't compare. Nothing. Accept. This is what is because of my karma only. So don't blame anybody.
Right.
First thing you should. Why we are telling you all this map of life? Not to be worried about the Sanchit and Prarabdha. Don't worry about Sanchit Prarabdha. I am only giving you that theory to understand only one thing in life, that whatever I am facing today is not because of somebody else. He is not cause of your consequences. The consequences is because of your karma earlier. Maybe any karma, maybe Sanchit karma, maybe Prarabdha karma, or maybe this year, this birth karma, maybe anything, but this is your karma only. So this is a consequence of your karma. So don't blame anybody. And once you stop blaming, don't be guilty also. Don't blame yourself also. Why I do this? Whatever has done is done. Now there is no chance. Now what is in your hand is Kriyaman. Try to improve on the situation, and that can be done. Even if you see so many examples, I will not spend time on that. But Abdul J. Kalam, he wanted to go for the DRDO and all this thing, but he could not get the admission. But he did not stop there. He did not stop there. He tried more and more, and he became the in charge of all military forces. Forget about DRDO. He has become a scientist, big scientist. So he has not cried. He has taken that in his stride, and he did something to overcome the circumstances and go ahead. So there are ample of examples in history, and I think we can also create those examples. And you might have also created. I don't know, because I don't know everybody here.
Right. Dada, so the follow-up question is, so if Prarabdha is what we get from our previous karma, like previous life karma, because of Prarabdha, and that, because of that we are born where we are born, or we are born into the circumstances that we are born. And you're explaining to us that Kriyaman means the karma that we are doing in this life, which will help us make things better. Am I correct?
Yes.
Okay. So if this is correct, then what is the role of God? Like everything is my doing. So what is the role of God? Why are we? Why should we, like, why do we pray to God?
This is a regular question of everybody. Because when we say God, we have got some image in our mind, that it may be some image or some particular personality, or we always think that idol is a god. We believe that idol is a god. So there are so many misconceptions or wrong beliefs about the God. God is no person. It is not a personality or any human being. God is not a idol also, and God is not a ordinary power like electricity. Electricity, gravitation force, and all these things they are ordinary. They have been created from the extraordinary life force. So God is nothing but life force. That is, it is a cosmic life force because it is everywhere. That life force is everywhere, present everywhere, and ever present. So it is not a place where there is no life force. In fact, that can cover, this cosmic life can cover our sky also. So in fact, sky is an infinite thing. You cannot see the sky at all. So it can cover the sky also. That is what saints are saying. The cosmic life force can cover the sky also. It is so infinite. So this is a creative power. But you remember, any power, for example, I will give the example of electricity. Now, when you have electricity in your house, you can enjoy all the benefits. You can enjoy AC, you can enjoy fan, you can enjoy everything, freeze and everything. But because of electricity, you can enjoy everything. But electricity doesn't do anything on its own. That is important. Electricity doesn't decide that I should give you fan, I should give you the freeze or anything. You have to use the electricity the way you want. That is your problem. If you don't use it properly, then there will be short circuit. So same electricity can give you short circuit also, and then it can give you fire also, and it can give you everything in life also. So electricity on its own cannot do anything and will not do anything. How you approach to the electricity is important. Similarly, this life force within is there. It is a creativity is there. Creative power is there. It is called Satchitananda. It has got all the, it is always present in yours, in dwelling here also, and dwelling everywhere. So that has got infinite power, infinite creativity, infinite intelligence. But you have to tap it. That is your action. You have to tap that to get that whatever you want from the God. So God will not come and help you. That is a wrong perception that God is going to come and help you. And if I do some worship, then God will be very happy. God is not like our people that He will get happy with. If you give some sweets, He will be happy. He is not like that. What He wants is your karma, and He will give the pratisad. That prasad, what we call in Marathi or Hindi, prasad. Prasad means pratisad. That means He gives response. He doesn't do anything on his own, but he has got everything he can do if you ask for it. So asking for the God is not only worshipping. Asking is not only desire. Asking is your karma. When you do a proper karma, you will get a response from that energy or that power. So life force will give you a response all the time. If you don't approach properly, that means you don't do the Kriyaman properly, you will get the bad results. If you do the Kriyaman properly, you will get the good result. So what is important is your Kriyaman.
Right.
God is not going to interfere with you, but it will give you response to you. That is definitely. Because He is there, you get the response. So don't forget His importance. His importance, you remember that He will give the response, but He will not come in your interfere with you. You understand? So God is a Adhishtan, what we call in Sanskrit. Adhishtan means foundation. Without Him, you cannot you cannot move an inch. You cannot move an inch without Him. Because He is there, everything is happening. Because He is there, He is giving you all the punya response to your punya karma and papa karma. So He is very important because that power will give you everything in life. And that power is dwelling in us like a consciousness. It's a form of consciousness. So you know you have got existence. You know you have got a consciousness. That consciousness is nothing but life force. So you have to connect to that. Unless you go to and connect to, see, for example, you are a doctor. If I don't come to you, I will not get cured. If I want to get cured, I have to come to you.
Right.
Then only you will give me the response.
Right.
You will not come to my home and give me response. So similarly, God is like you only. He will only give response whenever you come to Him. And how to approach Him? Not with sweets and all. It is not. You have to approach Him with a good karma. When you go with a good karma, He will give a correct response to you. And the second thing I told you, even if you don't do anything, when you are quiet, He will explain, He will give you all the inner call, inner things. He will give all the opportunities to you. Only thing you must be able to see it. We don't see because we have become blind. That is a problem. So you have to remove your blindness and you have to be clear. You should have a clear picture. And for that, you must know all this philosophy properly. Then once you are clear, when you are alert, when you are aware of what you are doing all the time, every moment, you will be happy every moment.
Right.
So make your every moment as a celebration. It should become a celebration. Every moment should become a celebration for you. But what will happen where every moment you are remembering Him? What does mean? Don't remember Him mean don't chant only His name. Remember Him that because of Him, I am doing everything. So be grateful for Him. So gratitude for Him is the worship for the God, that you remember. Grateful. Be grateful all the time. Every moment to moment, you must be grateful for the God or that life force within. Because of that foundation, you are doing everything. So you must be grateful. So what is the role of God is to give response. For your right choices, He will give the right consequences to you.
Right.
Because of His foundation, you can do everything. So God is there in the form of life force, in the form of consciousness in our body, and that manifests as a mind, that manifests as His body. So all together is nothing but that God only. This body is also a manifestation of that God only, that energy only.
Right, Dada. So without any further ado, there are a few more questions, but I think we can take it later. We will look at the today's topic of Sanchit-Prarabdh-Kriyaman. And I think some of the questions may get answered from there. So if we could please start our PowerPoint presentation at the top.
1 minute. You're meeting them. Okay, now I will take in short because I would like to answer more questions rather than going into the theory part of it. Theory I will conclude fast because finally what is important I told you. The Kriyaman is most important, but just to know your map of your life, you must know all these things. So whenever we talk about karma, it is considered in the 3 type of karma. That is, one is Sanchit karma, one is Prarabdha karma, and one is Kriyaman karma. So what is Sanchit? Sanchit is a go down, nothing other than it is a go down. So it is a go down of our karma, whatever we have done in past lives, and that is a go down. So it is a go down warehouse repository, you can say it is a storage unit, and it is an accumulation of all your pap and punya from our past lives. So that is all accumulated and kept in the Sanchit. That's why we call it as a storage unit. You can call it the go down warehouse, whatever you want. And this papa punya, whatever is available in the go down, is waiting for the appropriate time and appropriate circumstances to fructify. So they are all waiting to fructify. That is the status of that all papa and punya. So what happens while exiting from one's body, when we die, what we take along with us is a pap punya, because of all this pap punya is recorded on your consciousness. Your consciousness, everything is recorded. So whatever pap punya that will come along with you, and that cannot be destroyed. That is very important. Once you do any karma, you cannot destroy. You have to face the consequences of that. So whatever property we can inherit, whenever we die, I won't say inherit, whenever we die, what we can take along with you is the only property that is your karma that you can take along with you. Unfructified karma that you can take, that is the only property you can take. Other things you have to live here only. So that is not, you cannot take anything else. But the only property you can take along with you is the state of your karma only, unfulfilled karma. So what can we inform from this? The life is continuous. This is what is the we can infer. Life is continuous and is a form of transferable energy, and therefore rebirth exists. That is what Hinduism believes, that there is a rebirth. Otherwise, we cannot explain many situations in life. We cannot explain without accepting the concept of rebirth. So life is continuous. That is the first thing we should accept. Even if body form the changes, the account of pap and punya from numerous previous lives are accurately maintained. That is one more thing you should remember. This account who maintains? That life force maintains. So life force is a very, very intelligent. It has got infinite intelligence. That is why we call it as a cosmic calculation, we say. So this cosmic calculations keeps the account of all our pap and punya and always do everything what is to be done about that pap and punya. So what is prarabdha? The pap or punya that we withdraw from our sanchit during this time, this birth, whatever we withdraw from our Sanchit, that is called Prarabdha. Now, regarding this, there are common beliefs about this. There are many theories people are telling us that some people say that everything is predestined. So whatever Prarabdha, we don't have any control on Prarabdha, and in this life you have to face what Prarabdha has given to you, and everything is predestined. And we have no option but to face this. That is what is general belief. Many people give this theory. But Sadhguru and Jeevan Vidya has changed this. Sadhguru says that Prarabdha is not a one-time withdrawal. First time, nothing in our hand. As we take a birth, we draw some Prarabdha from the Sanchit, and that is the first installment. Further installments can be changed. So first belief that Prarabdha comes in one package and that you have to fulfill in this life, and nothing is in your hands. So that is not a correct theory, because why Sadhguru says that? Sadhguru is very practical. Sadhguru says that God or cosmic life force has given you everything. He has given a beautiful body. It has given a beautiful mind. It has given you intellect. It has given you everything. Imaginary power. You can think. You can do everything. You got so many organs it been given. So all these things are given for your Kriyaman karma. So if you think that everything is predestined, then why you should be given all these things? You don't need all these things. You only have to face the situation, and whatever happening, you go ahead. It is not that. So Sadhguru says that efforts, and that is Kriyaman, has got a immense value. Immense. It is not a simple thing. So don't get bogged down with the Prarabdha. First installment was not in your hand. Up till now, whatever installment you are withdrawn, that was not in our hand. But from today onwards, you can dictate what should be withdrawn from the Prarabdha. And Sadhguru has given a very good analogy. What Sadhguru says, that owner of the godown doesn't decide what goods should be withdrawn. Sorry, owner of the godown decides, and not the godown itself. That is what I want to say. See, when there is so much goods in or cargo in our godown, the godown doesn't decide that what I should go out of this godown. The owner of that godown decides. So we are the owner of our life. So we have to decide what should be withdrawn and what should not be withdrawn. So initial installments are not in our hands. That I agree. But future is in our hands. We can try to change many things, not all the things, but many things we can change with our own actions. Now I will come to Kriyaman Karma. I think you have understood what is Sanchit. Sanchit is the accumulation of all past lives. Prarabdha is whatever we are withdrawing from the Sanchit for this life. And Kriyaman is whatever karma that we are doing. Whatever Kriyaman we are doing in this life is whatever actions we are doing, that is called Kriyaman. And one thing is there, while doing the Kriyaman, there are two things are happening. One is Prarabdha, we are facing the Prarabdha, that is the consequences of the Prarabdha that we have to face in this Janam, in this life. And at the same time, you have got a Kriyaman in your hand. So how to face that Prarabdha and create a new future for you is the Kriyaman that you remember. So that is the beauty of our life and our Kriyaman karma. So karma we do while facing our Prarabdha creates new niyati. Niyati means what? New future. And on the other hand, invites good or bad Prarabdha from the Sanchit. So whatever you do now, whatever Kriyaman you do now, it has got two effects. One effect, you are creating a new future for you. And the second effect, because of your good karma, you will attract, you will withdraw a better prarabdha for you. And if you do the papa, then you will get the worst prarabdha, that is the papa from the prarabdha, you will invite. So what to invite will depend on your kriyaman today. So if you do good things in this life, then you will attract maximum good from your Sanchit. So that also liberty God has given to us. So what is Kriyaman? Whatever you do the Kriyaman, that creates Pap and Punya, and that Pap and Punya creates your Niyati. Niyati means your destiny, future destiny. Future destiny is created by the Kriyaman you do today. So whatever choices you are making today, the consequences you have to face in the future, and that we call as a Niyati. And that Niyati will give you, when Niyati fructifies, that will give you happiness or sorrow or sufferings. That will depend on what Kriyaman you do right now. So most people are unaware that we have a choice to withdraw good prarabdha from Sanchit. That is also there. So depending on your harmonious and habitual thinking, good thinking, you will attract, you will invite good prarabdha from the Sanchit. So habitual thinking, habitual harmonious thinking and satkarma are the very key to our life, this life. Second important thing is, this is also some change in what Jeevan Vidya is making some modification. What Jeevan Vidya says, that harmonious thinking is an interaction between past action and future reaction. So whatever actions you have done in the past, maybe in this life or in the earlier lives, you can put the reaction interaction between it before it fructifies. Once it fructifies, you cannot do anything. But before it fructifies, you can put the interaction in between and you can dilute that reaction. That is a very important point Sadhguru is saying here, that you can dilute. That means don't worry about what past action you have done, because don't be guilty about that. Don't be worried about that. Right now, start doing the good actions that will put the interaction. So harmonious habitual thinking is work like a interaction and dilute your future reaction, that you remember. I will give one example. If somebody, if you hurt somebody and there is the relations is now not good between you and him, then what is the interaction? You can go and say sorry. It is a simple interaction. So if you think good about him, if you go and say sorry for your whatever you have done for him, you have hurt him, the things will change. He will have a good relationship with you. So with the interaction in between, for every action, we can either dilute or change the reaction. Possibly, there is a possibility. So Sadhguru has given immense importance for this Kriyaman. So Kriyaman on one hand act as an interaction. One hand, it withdraws the good prarabdha from Sanchit. And on the third hand, it creates a new future for you. It creates a new destiny for you. And so that Sadhguru is more careful about the Kriyaman rather than the Sanchit and Prarabdha. So why I am telling you all this theory, because you should know only the main issue, that whatever you do right now, that is going to make your future, that you remember. And second thing, whatever happened in the past, you have to face the consequences, but face it very beautifully, shape them beautifully, and that is in our hand. So Sadhguru has given Kriyaman more important. That's why Sadhguru says, you are the architect of your own life. You're the architect. What is the meaning of architect? You can build up a new life for you, new future you can build up as far as possible. It may not be 100% because 100% is not possible. Why? Because you're not 100% perfect. Simple answer. If you would have been 100% perfect, you would have got the 100% results. So we are not God. We are not 100% alert about our satkarma and our alert about our thinking. So you must not feel that 100% I can do everything, but definitely percentage is there, and we can become architect of our own life. So I think I have concluded this lecture. I want now to answer you more and more questions from your side, and I will summarize it later.
Yes, Shilpa Ben, if there is any question, we can take a few questions because still we have 10-20 minutes with us.
Right, sir. Right, sir. So here are a couple more questions. How do we develop the wisdom, like, the spiritual wisdom to make the right choices? That is one of the questions. How do we develop that wisdom?
Yes, right choice is a choice which is good for you and good for others. That is the right choice. In simple terms, I will tell you. Whenever you decide whatever you are doing, if it is good for you, no doubt you will always choice will be for your betterment only. But if it is good for others also, that is a better choice. So whatever you do, you always think of others, think of all, and try to see that your every action will benefit this society, it will benefit this nation, it will benefit your co-workers, and it will benefit you also. So don't try to do something which is not benefiting you, because some people are talking about that don't worry about yourself, always do for others only. We don't believe in that. We must see that it is beneficial to you also and for others also. So that is called harmonious. So it is good for others also. So whenever you have a choice, there are all the time many choices for you. But you have to select a choice which will be good for you. It is favorable to you also, and it is going to give a better for the society. It is going to be better for the nation. So that broad intention, broad desire, broad purpose, higher purpose of life is always a good choice. That you remember. Higher purpose, I am talking about higher good. Higher good means the good which is good for everybody. That is a higher good. That's why we always talking about all. Think of all. That's why there is a saying that think of all to be grateful for, and thank all for your boons and bounties. That is what they say. So always think of all, but don't worry. Don't sacrifice. We don't believe in sacrifice. Don't sacrifice and try to do something for others. See that you are also benefited and others are benefited. This is a practical suggestion. Sadhguru is always practical. He doesn't believe in sacrifices and all. The sacrifice some people can do, but it is not a correct thing what Sadhguru says. You must take care of yourself also, your family also, and others also. So choice, good choice I told you. And next good choice is at least it should be beneficial to you, but it may not be harmful to others. That is the next grade. The choice which is not at least not harmful to others, because every choice or every karma may not be good for others, but at least it is not harmful to the society, harmful to others. That you must always look for. So this is the criteria for a good choice.
Okay, Dada.
Have I answered?
Yes, Dada. It makes sense. Dhiren sir, do you have any follow-up questions to this answer?
Yeah, so basically, I am more interested in the next slide, which you have mentioned about like how to be a architect of your life or your career. So can you throw some light on that? We may not take a full presentation over there, but just give us the highlights of your remaining talk.
Yeah, here I have written the Jeevan Vidya wisdom. First thing I say, accept, then create and dilute the whatever you have done earlier. So in short, Sadhguru has given you a map of your life in future, what you should do. Accept and change for the better. That is what I told you earlier. Don't be guilty about what you have done earlier. Now you don't think about what has happened. Happened is happened. Now you forget about that. Forget about the past now and only use the past for the betterment. So if you have done some mistakes in life, try to correct it and don't be guilty of that. Don't start blaming yourself. Don't be guilty about that, but try to learn from that. That is very important. So whatever circumstances you are facing today, they are because of the choices you have done earlier. So you have to improve on that. So that is what the wisdom is. So improve whatever you have done earlier and try to shape it beautifully. Second thing I told you, when you accept, you become present. See, becoming present is very, very important in life. It is a really bit spirituality, it's a deeper spirituality, but I will tell you in very short because I cannot explain in detail. When I say accept, when you accept, you have no guilt, you don't have worries, you don't have anything. So you become very calm and quiet. So you become present. See, present is, you are never in, when you are guilty, you are in past. When you are worried, you are in future. But when you accept, you become present. And present lies everything. That is why it is called a gift. When you say present means gift, you are giving the present to the people. So what is it? It is a gift of life to be in present. So when you are present, that ever present life is with you. It is with you. Now you have to connect with you. That is the only thing. You have got the access now because you are on the same plane. He is in the present, you are in the present. So you can access that life force and then you can get all the things from that. What all the things? You get enthusiasm because there is a power. See, when I say God is the divine power with divine intuition, divine consciousness and divine bliss, divine happiness, divine peace, there is there. So when you are accept, you are in present and you get all these properties from that ever present life. So you become clean, you become very, very happy, you become more enthusiastic, you get more life in you. You get more power to do something. You see the opportunities because opportunities are created by divine intuition. Divine intuition is a creative power. It wants to create something good for you. It is a creative power for creating good for you. But only thing, you must access that. When you access, you know the opportunities. You can see the opportunities and then you grab the opportunities. And while grabbing the opportunities, you always think how it will affect you and how it will affect society. If you do, always think of the higher good. Because when you are on the higher purpose, you are on the higher plane. More you are on the higher plane, you are near to the God, that you remember. Because God is always on the higher side, is a higher plane. He wants always harmony in life. He wants harmony, he wants peace, he wants happiness, he wants everything good only. But because of your thinking, because of your karma, you are facing unnecessarily unhappiness in life. So if you are on the higher plane, you can go near to the God and God will give you the peace. So what is the higher purpose? Higher purpose is everything what you do is good for you. You have to earn the money, but at the same time, you have to do some charity also. Wherever some point that you people are doing, I know all the doctors, all the good doctors are doing that. They are doing so many things for the charity. I know that you are doing all that, what it's called. You're going to the villages and all those things. These people, many doctors are doing that.
Camps and everything.
Yeah, camps, correct. You're doing the camps and all. So while earning, see that others are also happy. They also, it should not be earning too much so that somebody is being looted. We don't want that. So we must be balanced. Life must be balanced. When more you make a balanced life, more you become balanced in your action, your life will be balanced. So if you want harmony in life, harmony is what? Balance. You must have a good health, you must have a good family, good social, everything should be good. So you must be a balance. So if you while working, if you are in balance, then you will have a balanced life in future. Second important thing, create. That is, now whatever you are going to do, you are going to create your destiny now. Future will be definitely good. Whatever life we have, don't worry that we are now senior citizen, we are 50. Don't worry. Whatever life is, that life will be good for you. And dilute. That means with this good Kriyaman, with this harmonious thinking, you are going to dilute whatever earlier consequences that you are going to dilute. That's why you are the architect of your life. This is maximum you can do in this life. You cannot change 100% because you are not 100% perfect. We are not God. No, we are not 100% perfect. So whatever we can do, with that, we can definitely create a good future for us.
Thank you very much, Dada, for giving a wonderful wisdom and a lot of practical knowledge. So I now request Dr. Shilpa to summarize the session and or Hetal, would you like to have any question?
Hetal, can you please unmute?
You need to.
No, I think there are no questions. It's very clear and a very concise and a very simple concept. And I totally agree to it, and there is nothing which can to it. I mean, there is no question. It's very clear what he has said, what he has meant. There are no doubts. There are no things. It's clearly a mathematical 2 + 2 floor. So it's a beautiful presentation and beautiful thing which you have said. And people say this in a lot of different various ways to make it flowery, decorative, so that it appeals to a lot of people. But simple language and a simple message is what we need, and that's what this gives very clearly.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Hetal. Thank you, Dhiren sir. Thank you, Neeraj sir. So just to summarize what Dada has told us today is there is a bank balance that we come with. Sanchit is the big bank in which there is an account of all our karmas, and karmas are stored there as pap and punya. When we take birth, when we take new life, there is a certain installment we come with, and that is called prarabdha. That is our first installment. Okay, but the future installments, like we can regulate the future installments that come from that bank, and those can be controlled by our current karma, our current actions. Actions at 3 levels: thought, speech, and actual deeds. If we keep doing good at all 3 levels, then the future installments that comes from the Sanchit in the form of Prarabdh are always good. And that's how we make our life better given whatever circumstances that we are born in. It only can get better and better. And that's why Dada is saying you are the architect of your life. That's how I would conclude the entire session. And how does God figure in all this? God is that power that because of whom we exist, we are. And that is the energy source that is there within us, right? And therefore, when we are doing good actions at the level of thoughts, words, and deeds, he gives us response. He gives us, the reactions to that. And that's why he is important. And this is how he regulates. So with that, I would conclude this session. And I would like to thank Pralhad Dada for giving us an insight into how we can regulate our lives depending on our karma, the doctrine of karma. I would sincerely like to thank Dr. Tushar Agrawal, Dr. Neeraj Bijlani, Dr. Dhiren Ganjwala, Dr. Hetal Chiniwala, and Dr. Ashok. We had met him last time in the last session, and the entire team at OrthoTV for giving Jeevan Vidya an opportunity to explain this philosophy. Every single person in the audience who's present right now and who's going to be listening to this later, thank you very much for your time. And we wish you all good health, wealth, happiness, harmony in any part of life that you are. So thank you all.
I am also grateful to all of you because you have given me chance to share my Jeevan Vidya philosophy with you. And I hope this will be useful to all of you. And I wish everybody success, peace, and prosperity in their life. And I think we'll conclude with the prayer. Shilpa, you go ahead with the prayer.
Oh God, bless all with health and wealth. Bless all with money and harmony. Oh God, bless all with peace and bliss. Bless all with wisdom and your devotion. Satguru Maharaj ki jai.
Thank you all.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.